Are you ready? Stand by. What's up, guys? We're in It's Tactical. Today we have Springfield Prodigy. There's one in the chamber. Safety's on. We got Springfield Prodigy, my 5-inch Prodigy. If you've seen my, I think it's what I did a review when it got to like 8,000 rounds or something like that. V8 ported originally from DSCGUNWORKS, so that barrel is no longer in here. Now I have a DSC barrel. You can see it's stamped. I have a lot of rounds through this. We're at about 1,000 right now. So this is supposed to be a silver barrel. It's very caked in carbon right now, so it's kind of black. But it's supposed to be a silver barrel, black comp. This is a DSCGUNWORKS threaded barrel with their new Prodigy convertible comp, something like that. I don't remember exactly what it's called. But it's pretty nice. You can see it has a decent size expansion chamber. And then the look of it reminds me a lot of a Nighthawk Firehawk. So we'll go ahead and get our shots. Initial shots for the video. Like I said, I've put a lot of rounds through this just in random competitions and then random range days. We'll go ahead and get our shots out and then see how this goes. We have the Springfield Prodigy 5-inch model. So this is the one I sent off at DSCGUNWORKS a long time ago. This has a lot of rounds through it. I don't even, we're definitely upwards of 15,000. That's at the least. I don't know. I stopped counting after 15,000. So I don't know how many rounds this gun has through it. But what we're reviewing primarily is this compensator right here from DSCGUNWORKS. This is the MR1 compensator. So full disclosure, DSCGUNWORKS, Dave, he did send me this barrel and compensator setup. That's me being honest with you guys, and just because if I'm not honest with you guys, that trust isn't going to be there, and I want you guys to trust the products that I'm reviewing. If I don't like them, I am honest about them. However, I think this is a good product. We'll get that out of the way. So this is a DSC tagged barrel with the MR1 compensator. If you were to buy this setup, the barrel and the compensator, you're looking at, let's see, 5-inch model, graphite black compensator, stainless steel barrel is going to be $450, compensator and barrel. Majority of that price comes from that threaded tagged barrel from DSCGUNWORKS. If you're buying just the MR1 compensator, you're looking at $150. Not a bad price. So if you already have a threaded barrel, $150, and you get this compensator, works very well. You have a large expansion port, and it makes the gun look, it reminds me a lot of the Nighthawk Firehawk look. We'll throw pictures in the video so you guys can see a comparison. But if you like that look, this is a good thing to do. 5-inch model with the compensator. It can be a little long, so if you have the X300, it's going to stick out past the X300. I know a lot of people, they want like a flush fit look. They don't like when the muzzle goes past the light or the light goes past the muzzle. I know a lot of people are like that. I don't think it's a bad look necessarily. It is just understand with the 5-inch barrel plus the compensator, you're looking at it pretty long. The compensator looks like it's about 1 inch. So you're about 6 inches in total on this top slide setup.
Threw the last one and then threw a couple in there, but almost fell. Track that dot has a pretty good return to zero. Really, the shot's throwing, that's me. But it makes the gun, it's very predictable. One thing I will say about this compensator, so I think the I do think the V8 porting is flatter. However, it's tough to explain. So I think the porting, or like the Watchtower Apache, once I've had the comp opened up and those 3 inline ports added, you guys probably don't know about that because I haven't made a video on it yet. But that's going to be one of the next upcoming videos. I sent my Watchtower Apache to Dave at DSCGUNWORKS, same place that works on all my 2011s, 1911s. Same place this barrel and compensator came from. So he opened up the comp and added 3 inline ports to the Watchtower Apache. That feels flatter. And then the V8 ports feel flatter than this. And I think ports really do make the gun feel flatter. However, this compensator does a really good job at making the gun soft. So although this might not be as flat, there is some muzzle flip. When I'm tracking that dot, there is some muzzle flip, but the force that you feel go into your hands and your arms, it's a very soft force. Hopefully this makes sense as I'm explaining it, but the gun just shoots really soft, which makes it really predictable return to zero, in the same way that a flat gun is predictable on its return to zero. So although this comp isn't the most flat comp that I've shot, it's very, very soft. It makes the bullets seem very soft when I'm shooting them.
So again, yeah, DSC, he did send me the barrel and comp. To be fair, I've spent a lot of money with DSCGUNWORKS. This Springfield Prodigy with the V8 ports and then all the internal work that he did, that was my first times really spending a lot of money on a gun. And then that was with DSCGUNWORKS. I have my Watchtower Apache that I sent off to DSCGUNWORKS to get the compensator opened up, inline ports added. That also has a threaded on barrel, and then he pretty much converted it to a one-piece barrel. So now that compensator is stuck on that barrel, it won't come off. I think compensators are more effective that way. So like this one is a thread on one that you can take off. The pros and cons. So the pros, you're going to be able to take it off if you want, and then you don't have to run a compensator, or you can thread on a suppressor. So that's one of the pros. The cons, I do think they are more effective when it's a one-piece setup. So like the Staccato XC is a true one-piece comp and barrel setup, or the other DSCGUNWORKS comped barrel, that is a true one-piece comp barrel setup. The Watchtower Apache was a threaded on barrel, which he made a one-piece setup. So made a one-piece setup there, opened up the comp, added inline ports. I paid full pricing for that. I'll talk about pricing more when I make a video on that gun. And then I also have a Jacob Gray TWC9 with DSCGUNWORKS, and that's getting an island barrel with island barrel porting conversion, plus some custom Cerakote and then some other work. So I spent a lot of money with DSCGUNWORKS and then done some reviews here and there. This is the first thing that I've gotten for free from him. So it's $450 worth of free product. But like I said, I've spent a lot of money with DSCGUNWORKS and fully trust them. They've done great work on all my 2011s I sent them. All right, not much to say about the rest of the gun really, just because I've done a full review on this gun. If you guys haven't seen it, go ahead and check it out. The only thing that's different is it's not going to have this DSC barrel with the comp. Instead, you're going to have a factory barrel that was V8 ported by DSC. That's kind of why the slide right here is cut, is because it's to accommodate for that V8 ported barrel. Me personally, I do like the V8 ported barrel a little better than this setup, just because I think this setup would look really nice on a 425, but with that 5-inch, it's a little long. I don't know. I can't decide. I really like the look of. I'm one of those people that like the look of when it sits flush, so the light sitting flush with the end of the muzzle, and then with the V8 ports, I think it's a very clean look when you just have the light, the optic, and then nothing protruding past the end of the barrel, like with the compensator. However, if you like the look of this compensator has a nice expansion chamber. You guys can see it's a pretty large expansion chamber, very easy to install. You just, especially if you buy it with the barrel. I'm not sure with a factory threaded barrel or another threaded barrel, you might need shims just to make sure it lines up. But I don't think so. So with this one, you just thread it on to the end, and then once it's on there, the guide rod is going to go through and then also just keep it secured on there. So I didn't put thread lock or anything, and just hand tightened it on there and then put it on, let the guide rod do its thing. Very easy to install. I haven't had any issues with this. You guys will see shooting footage. And I haven't even cleaned this since installing it. So this barrel has been in here. I think after the shooting footage today, we have to be close to, I would say 12, maybe 1,300 rounds. We shot a lot of rounds today. And then before we even started filming today, I was at 1,000 rounds, about 1,000 rounds through this setup. So I would say this barrel compensator has seen close to 1,200 rounds. You can see it's supposed to be a stainless steel kind of color. And right here where the ejection port is, you can see it's pretty caked in carbon. I do keep it oiled and I keep it pretty lubed to make sure the gun stays running. But yeah, it's supposed to be that stainless color, and you can see we put a lot of rounds through this thing. And it's very smooth, which DSC did a good job with the gun in general. But like I said, we're just reviewing this compensator barrel setup.
Yep.
If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop a comment below if you have anything to add. I would say for the money, if you like the look of that kind of Firehawk look, it's a great compensator. It does keep the gun pretty flat. Not the flattest, not the flattest gun. I will say I think the V8 ports are a little more effective, but this compensator makes the gun shoot really soft, if that makes sense. It's not the flattest shooting, but it's really soft. So when you go and you're on target and you press the trigger and you get that, there's kind of two parts to recoil. There's that initial kick that you get from the gun, and then that muzzle flip that you get from the gun as well. The initial kick is very soft. It's really, it doesn't feel like you're getting like a sharp punch into your hands. It feels just like a gentle push. But that muzzle flip is, you guys will see that muzzle flip is there still. Granted, there's not much muzzle flip. It's not as flat as like some ported setups I've tried. But very soft, and I think this is a really good product. And it gives you that option if you want to take the compensator off and then run it suppressed. So that's all I really have for you guys. Thanks for checking out the video. Leave a like and comment below. Let me know what you want to see next. Probably going to be the Watchtower Apache 2.0 video, now that I've gotten it back from DSCGUNWORKS as well. I'll probably throw a quick teaser into this video since I talked about it a little bit, and you guys will see that gun in action as well. But that's all I got. Thanks for checking it out.